morning. We did it. We made it to this moment. We did it. Yes. Thank you for being here. My name's Hal Walker. My guest today is Dev Lemons, just an all-around creative young woman from Philadelphia. She's joining us. We're going to explore the creative process and see what happens. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a good show. Relax, lay back, have fun. See you in a minute. Bye-bye. Yes, this moment in music, we did it. We did it. Trevor did it. Tube did it. Whiskey Meadows, Pike, we all made it. In fact, not only all those people, but the official Nay-Nayer, who is a legend in TikTok and everywhere and YouTube. The official Nay-Nayer is here. Official Nay-Nayer, I maybe want to have you as a guest, considering you get everywhere. It's incredible. Michael Keefe, welcome. Thanks for being here. Trevor, Sebastian Pagan, my good friend. Hey, you guys, I'm getting a little lag. That's kind of weird. Darn. I hope that's not coming through you guys. Let me see what I can do about that. Turn off that for sure. All right, I'm afraid I'm hoping you guys aren't getting any lag, but I am. Okay, I've been working real hard this morning. I want you guys to know how hard I work. This morning, last night I went to bed, I had no ideas for this show. I was like, I have no ideas. I'm clueless. The creative process is interesting though, because you never know what will strike. Well, this morning I woke up with a whole bunch of ideas. Excuse me, and I'm still sort of recovering from the last 2 hours of creative output. I'm going to just start off by playing one of my favorite ideas. This was Dev Lemons and I, a couple nights ago. We got together and we decided, what are we going to do for this show? We decided to do a collab, and she recorded a couple parts and sent it to me, and I recorded a couple parts. So I'm excited to present Dev Lemons and Hal Walker jamming out to just a little cool something. Here it is, Dev and Hal, right here. Yeah, isn't that nice? I wish that could just go on for a little bit longer. I was enjoying that so much. So, everybody, I'm going to just play a little bit more music, and then we're going to bring on Dev. Let me just think. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to invite you to get your cup of coffee or your tea and just slow down for a minute, because I need to slow down. I'm going to play a little peaceful ocarina music. You know, it's not every YouTube show that you get to hear that sound. Mostly it's like, wah, 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 wah. But on this one, this is more wholesome. This is a laid back musical exploration. There's no hurry. There's no hurry to get to the next moment. We're in this moment. There's no hurry to race on to the next moment. Here we go. All righty. So I think we're going to move on to the next part of our show, which is to bring Dev Lemons on. I first discovered Dev Lemons when I woke up one morning and she created an awesome video about my no, that wasn't it. I first met Dev Lemons when I got a random Instagram message from someone saying they were a big fan of mine, and she was doing some sort of something. She was doing some sort of, I don't remember what she called it, but something about my song, Low Key Gliding. And then I said, cool. I said, sounds great. And then I just sort of forgot about it. And then one day I woke up on TikTok, and she had created this amazing, awesome thing that was a study, basically a 1-minute study of low key gliding. So I unfortunately, I don't have it handy, but I think I have something else to introduce Dev, and then we'll bring her on.
Do you recognize this melody? That's Hal Walker, and that progression was sampled by Lucian for a Playboy Cardi remix. But what makes it so compelling? Hal is playing the can, a mouth organ indigenous to the people of Laos and northeastern Thailand. And what makes the can so cool is that a good performer can play two melodies at the same time. Let's listen to Hal's video again. When the main melody is being played, long D and E notes are harmonizing. And they're two totally different melodies. You couldn't recreate something like this live with a saxophone or bagpipes with just one person. What's also interesting about the can is that it is nearly always improvised. Instead of playing an ascending or descending form of a scale, a can player will pick from 5 different melodic modes or lay and then improvise within those modes. Hal's use of the can gives his work a very unique, organic sound.
Where's Dev? There she is. Hi, Dev.
Hi!
Hey, we're here. We made it.
We made it. Yes. Amazing. How are you doing?
To be honest, I'm a little disoriented. I've been going nonstop for 2 hours, and then I suddenly am live here with all these people, and I'm so glad, but I just need you to take over for a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, what'd you think about that song we wrote? Wasn't that cool?
That was that really blew me away. Like when I recorded that, I did not think it was going to sound as good as it did, honestly. Like that was amazing.
Well, technology is amazing stuff. I was able to tune it a little bit because the guitar was slightly out of tune. I tuned it, and then I added several other little special twists.
It came out really, really good. Like it really blew me away. Like I have no words. Like that was awesome.
Well, Dev, I have an interesting topic for us to jump into.
Sure.
And it's kind of a challenging one. I never post controversial things. I am like the ultimate peacemaker. I want everyone to be happy, so I don't post controversial things. In fact, I think most of my TikTok and my YouTube is sort of known as being wholesome and non-controversial. Well, the other night I posted my very first controversial post, and I want to know whether or not I should pull it down, because I ranted. I'm going to play it in a second.
Okay.
For about 40 seconds. I ranted.
Okay.
And my rant was about receiving negative comments in TikTok. And I receive hundreds and hundreds of comments every day, and most of them are really positive and super nice. but it's the little negative ones that stick out. And at this one moment, I heard two in a row. I read two in a row, and I was just kind of like boiling up inside. And I decided to just do this post. And then I want us to talk about it, and I want you to help me decide whether or not I should pull it down.
Yeah, totally.
All right, here we go, everybody. This is Hal Walker ranting. Where is it? Hal Walker ranting. Oh, there it is. Here he is ranting. It's actually it's a funny kind of rant. It's not so bad, but here we go. Let's hope this works.
Okay, I don't usually complain, as you know. But let me tell you one thing that bugs me. It bugs me when people who have created no content make negative comments. If you have made no content, your role is to be grateful. Your role is to be grateful for the content creators, to express nothing but gratitude to the content creators. That is your role. And then when you start creating content, then you can, I don't know what else. All I'm saying is lay off the negative comments if you have not created anything yourself. Thank you. Now, go on, have fun. I love you all. Bye.
I think it's well said. I mean, I think it sounds, if you were more angry, like I feel like that would be like I'd be like a little, but like I mean, honestly, like I wish I could say what you said. Like I mean, in my own experience, I just went through this like huge controversy. It was like a big misunderstanding, and I within the past within the past 2 weeks, I've received tons of death threats. Even before this controversy happened, tons of people in my DMs being like, "Oh, like there's no one I hate more than you."
Oh no.
And I was so tempted to post something just like that, honestly, but like part of me was also like at the same time exactly what you said, like these people don't make content themselves, so like I don't want to give them the time of day, like because I feel like a lot of people like they just comment negative things just to troll you, and like because they like they're just pranksters. They don't actually probably think that bad of you, and if they do, then like they need to get a life. So I mean, I think it's fine if you leave it up. Like, were people mad that you posted that?
It just got me thinking, like, first of all, me telling what anybody else's role is questionable. Like, my role is to do my own, worry about my own side of the street. Me telling, like, I felt like this parent, sort of like, boys and girls, you are not to leave negative comments. My role is to be grateful for my audience. My role as a creator is to be grateful that people are showing up and paying attention for 20 seconds. And so I kind of question that parental kind of thing. But I also question, like, what is the role of the listener? We need content creators, and we need listeners, and we need people giving us feedback, but just as long as it's in a constructive, positive way.
Exactly. And I think that's a really good point, and it's really hard to like get used to it, but think about it this way. Without haters, you wouldn't be famous. Like the fact that you have haters literally means that like you've reached, you're only going to go up from here, you know what I mean? Because think about Charli D'Amelio. She got famous solely, like her first, boost to fame was people just hating on her, like making fun of her, and now she has like 80 million followers, and that would have never happened if it wasn't for the hate. So that's how I try to cope with when people are mean to me.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that people have been mean to you. Did you post something that was questionable, or that was
Well, I posted a video about, a lot of people requested me to talk about Slow and Reverb, so I talked about Slow and Reverb remixes. In my research, I didn't understand or like really see, I didn't know about DJ Screw, who made chopped and screwed music. and he was a huge influence on Sloan and Reverb. It was a misunderstanding. I didn't give enough historical context to what
Ah.
inspired Sloan and Reverb music, and that was my bad. But then this Instagram comedian took my video and accused me of whitewashing history, even though the guy I cited as one of the originators of Slow and Reverb is not white. Like, he's also from
Mm.
Houston and he's also Black. So, but I mean, it was totally my bad for not doing enough research on this episode. But to call me like a racist is not, it's pushing it. And a lot of people sort of
Oh.
jumped on that and like jumped to that conclusion without really hearing me out. So there was a strong like 24, 48-hour period where I just could not really open my phone.
Oh, Deb, wow.
But
But
like,
the amazing thing is you are putting on a daily basis, you are putting out content. You are like letting that little light shine and you're saying, here you go, everybody. Here it is again. Here's some
mhm,
more. And
mhm,
I just feel like people need to respect you for that. Like, thank you, Deb. Thank you for doing all that hard work for us, even though you sometimes might
mhm.
not hit it perfectly.
Exactly. And people do like, at like, yeah, I get negative comments, but the positive ones totally outweigh the negatives. And I'm
I
sure
know.
that is probably the case in your case too,
Yes, it
because
is.
who I can't imagine anyone not liking you.
Well, I'll
Like,
tell you
you're just so nice.
what the negative comments are is how long are you going to milk this song? Like low key gliding has been my big. I'm like a one hit wonder, and
Hmm.
maybe every three posts it has something to do with low key gliding, and then it's those are the ones that blow up. Like I've had several low key gliding videos blow up, and there are
Hmm.
several people who come and say, "Dude, how long are you going to milk this? Can't you play anything else?" And
Hmm.
I heard that one too many times, and I just like, okay, everybody, I'm
That's it.
that's it. I'm here putting it out there.
Listen, like, everything that happens, at least this is how I think of it, like, best possible thing that could ever happen to you. Like, yeah, these people, are like, oh, how long you're gonna milk low-key gliding, but like they don't understand the algorithm and how your content performs when you do things that aren't low-key gliding. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my case, if I would have never gotten massively like put on full blast, one, I wouldn't have gotten that much exposure. And two, I could have never given DJ Screw that much exposure on my own. Like, he was trending on Twitter because everyone was
Because
like,
of you.
you can't talk about DJ Screw. So like, DJ Screw, if I would have included him in the original video, it wouldn't have done as much for his name as it did by me, making that mistake. So there's
Amazing.
positives and everything. And now, like, I've made so many great connections with people in Houston. And I think, the negative comments that you get, there's always positives. And I
Mm-hmm.
think maybe if you wanted to I think you should keep your video up, honestly. I don't think it's bad. Like, you're not
Okay.
coming off as like angry or anything, but I think maybe if you do ever get upset about negative comments again, like, just try to turn it into a positive thing.
Mm-hmm. So, Dev, did you take down the video that was so controversial for you?
Well, I made a follow-up video instead
Mm-hmm.
clarifying like chopped and screwed and slowed and reverb, because in terms of the production process, they are technically different. Like, chopped and screwed is analog, like using the turntables manually, chopping and screwing songs,
Hmm.
and then slowed and reverb is like the digital process. So I kind of wanted to, and I also wanted to keep the original up to show, put in full context what the original video was, and also to, just take accountability for what I did. Like, it was a mistake. I didn't research enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I put in the comments like DJ Screw heavily inspired this. So
Well, we've
I
got some nice comments from people. Whiskey Meadow Pike said negativity in general isn't productive.
mhm,
Feedback should be constructive and kind.
mhm.
That's excellent. And then someone else says Dev Lemons is legit. Now that's
Oh, please.
Dev
I'm
Lemons
flattered.
is legit. And then there are several other comments, but H Town loves you now, Dev. Oh,
And I love
little dude says
H-Town.
H Town loves. What's H Town? Is that Houston?
Hmm.
Cool. And
Yeah,
Trevor reminds us that haters are indicators of your success.
exactly. Exactly. Like, the fact that you are getting negative comments, people know, like the fact that people are like, oh, all you're gonna do is low key gliding. People know low key gliding. That's how big it is.
Where's my low-key gliding machine? Oh, I don't have it here. So, Dev, do you have any musical instruments you can pull out and improvise for us out of the off the blue to show your vulnerability?
Yeah, I mean, I have this harmonica. I
Yeah.
just started trying to learn it. It's like really hard because I did not buy a beginner's harmonica. I bought this giant one. So like it's really hard, but I'll try. I can play Piano Man.
Oh, can you? Oh, good. Let's hear it. Piano Man, everybody.
Close enough.
Nice.
It's been a while.
That was beautiful. So everyone, just so you know, Dev Lemons is she's a well, Dev, why don't you speak for yourself? Just give us the 1-minute version of who Dev Lemons is.
Sure, totally. So my name's Devin. Go by Dev Lemons on all the streaming services. I make music. And I also make videos on TikTok that break down the music theory and psychology of popular songs on the app. And I go to college for film.
Nice. And you're also actually employed by, you're kind of a TikTok affiliate, is that right?
Yeah, so SongPsych is partnered with TikTok's educational program.
That is cool.
So
hey, Whiskey Meadows Pike, are you still there? Oh, here, Whiskey Meadow Pike says, you're the cool Mr. Rogers of YouTube.
Aw.
But Whiskey Meadow, Laura, this woman is, say that phrase again. You're partnered with the
TikTok educational program, yeah.
TikTok educational program. Laura, listen to that. The TikTok educational program. How are we going to get in on that?
Yeah, just,
Laura and I are starting, this woman, Laura, and I, who was on my show last week, are starting a traditional music element of This Moment in Music. So most of my stuff is sort of modern, contemporary creatives, but we want to bring in the traditional players of the fiddle and the banjo and mandolin and all the old time players, and we're going to do a series that focuses on traditional music because we want to somehow introduce young people to the beauty and the amazing world of traditional music.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Is
that like going to be a collaborative thing, like you two sort of co-host?
We're going to collaborate on it, and we haven't just figured out all the details yet.
Yeah, I think this is just my opinion. If you are going to make like a whole new sort of series, I think you should make a separate account just for those posts.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. SongPsych would not be as successful as it is if I would have just take those videos and posted them on my personal account. Wow. I guarantee it.
Well, what do you think about the fact that I'm posting This Moment Music on? I mean, my Hal Walker YouTube has 12,000 followers.
Well, YouTube is different because YouTube, you have playlists and stuff, and like, a lot of YouTubers like Rick Beato posts a bunch of different stuff on his one channel.
Right,
so like, I think YouTube is a different sort of.
You're talking about TikTok. You made your own SongPsych. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting to make a different. That's an interesting idea. Laura, that's an interesting idea to make a TikTok channel. Wow, that's a really interesting idea. Make a separate TikTok channel for this concept that we come up with.
Mm-hmm. And then you could even make, like, if you wanted to do longer form versions of the videos, you can make a separate YouTube channel. Because I think starting from zero and starting with, like, a clear focus to your channel, like, that'll help you so much more than if you post it on your account that already has a following. Because you can use your personal account to promote, like, this new thing you're doing.
Right.
I just think it'll give your account a clear focus, and that's, like, crucial.
Hey, were there anyone here today that saw my ad on TikTok this morning? I did this. I basically threw together a little advertisement. And I'd love it to know if any of you are here because you saw my TikTok post this morning. Let's see. Little dude, did you see my TikTok this morning? Or official nay-nayer? All right, cool. Yes, Whiskey Meadow says students at home need our help right now. They need our help giving them good quality. Hey, Michael, thanks. So anyway, Dev, we're just about out of time. It's really been a treat hanging out with you. I'm so glad that I met you, and I feel so hopeful for your future. I mean, you should have seen me when I was 21. I was a disaster. Dev, I wore messy clothes. I had a long ponytail. I never shaved. I never washed my hair. I never did. And I just sort of stumbled around. I knew I had this idea I wanted to be a musician, but I didn't know how to do it. And it took many years for things to unfold. And I'm grateful for the way it unfolded. But you seem to be really on a good track.
Thank you. I mean, if it makes you feel a bit better, I definitely went through my own disaster phase. It just happened in
like when you were 13 years.
I was definitely a disaster for a majority of high school. It happens. Like everyone goes through their disaster phase.
Yeah, well,
Mine
lasted for about 20 years. So, Deb, congratulations! It only lasted through high school. That's great.
Yeah, it's, but this was so I literally this is amazing to me. I can't express to you how much emotion your can playing has made. You're just so talented. And I still can't believe that you wanted to do this with me. This is awesome. You're amazing.
Thanks, Deb.
Of course.
So feel free to spread the word about this YouTube show. It's going to be live right after this.
Awesome. Yeah, I posted it on my story, but I'll post again.
All right. Well, I'm going to introduce my act for Wednesday, I guess. Matt Wetruba. We're going a whole nother direction. Matt Wetruba is a songwriter and a song leader from Michigan. He is one of my good friends. And Dev, stay on the line. I'm going to say hi to you afterwards. And here's Matt Wetruba, everybody. Everyone give Deb a last wave. Thank you so much for being here. This was really fun.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Glory, hallelujah, Lord, I'm on my way. Try that. I'm on my way. Glory, hallelujah, Lord, I'm on my way. You can try harmony. Harmony is just some note other than melody. I know, there's probably a more scholarly definition, but in community sing, fish around till you find it. You're not auditioning for anything. Try it. I'm on my way, glory, hallelujah, Lord, I'm on my way. It's a mighty hard road. Passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. And God.
All right. Well, everybody, we have come to the end of the half hour. Now I get to go on my walk and take a deep breath. John, I'm so glad I love it when you come, John. I can't tell you how much I love seeing your face. It really makes me so happy. John says, great conversation, Deb and Hal. Just so you know, ever since I was a kid, I have had a fear of conversation. I have not thought of myself as a good conversationalist. But this show gets me practicing. Every day I got to spit out something else. I got to come up with another thought in the next moment. And official Nay-Nayer, I'm glad to officially meet you. I've been seeing your comments everywhere. I have no idea who you are, but you are kind of a legend in my life. Everyone, we always end with this song. I'm hoping you all know it by now. It goes like this. You've got a light inside you. Go on your way in peace. So shine that light, the light inside you. Go on your way in peace. The world is waiting in the hope of another day. She will carry you safely through the stumbles and the falls on your way. Just remember that I'm loving you and you're loving me. So as you go, won't you go on your way now in peace? Yes, as you go, won't you go on your way now in Trevor, I'm working on it. I promise. Monday. I'm thinking Monday. Feel free to send me a reminder text. Everybody else, thank you. This was really fun. What a morning. I seriously went nonstop for 2 hours, and this show happened. So now we can relax. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.